Good morning, good morning.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
sir.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Why less members today? 13 only. They are not wake up.
You can, sir.
How you are writing your exams? By seeing your material or with your own? Just you are copy pasting, right? Who are forwarding first submission? They are copying the same thing. Okay. Leave about that. Okay. In the today's class, we will see our 50. That is it's totally related to MySQL database. Okay. In the last class, we seen that regular expressions, right? Okay, regular expressions are the pattern matching algorithm. Okay, to validate some email IDs, phone numbers. Okay, if you want to set something in any data, we will go for regular expression concept. Okay, just focus on that meta characters also. So dot plus dollar symbol. Some meta characters are there, right? Okay, just remember those meta characters, how we are going to use those meta characters in our regular expressions. Okay, coming to today's class, we'll see this MySQL concept. Okay, like we'll see some MySQL commands. Okay, after that, we'll create one table. Within this MySQL commands only, we'll see how we can create table. Okay, everything. Then after we will integrate our PHP with MySQL database. Okay. By using PHP, how you can interact with your like database, we will see that. Okay, one by one. Okay. See, if you consider any website or anything, what happens internally? Just I will show. See, if you wanted to access any server, what you will do generally? First, you will go to one browser. Okay, any one browser. Okay, this is the browser. Okay, our PHP files are available in within the web server, right? Okay, in the starting classes, I already said PHP scripts are executed within the server. Okay, this is the web server. Okay, within this server, our PHP files are we are going to store. Okay, see, after while saving your files, where you are saving your files directly within the server location, right? Okay, these are the PHP files which we are going to store within the server. Okay, for this server, which example we are taking? We have installed one open source server, that is Apache, right? Okay, this is the Apache server, web server, which we have installed in our computer. Okay, within this server, we are saving our PHP files. Okay, because PHP files are executed within this server. Okay, for example, I wanted to access one page from this my website. What we will do generally by using browser, we just request this page. Okay, what you will do, just you will request one page. For example, I want one page that is home.php. Okay, this page I am trying to access from this web server, okay, using this web browser. Okay, I'm just giving the request to this website or to this server. This page is already available within this server, then it will return the response. Okay, it will return the response. How it will return the response? As a HTML file. Okay, we are requesting this home.php file, but while giving the response, it will give the response as a HTML file. Okay, this is generally it will happen while we are browsing any website data. Okay, for example, you are accessing Facebook website, that Facebook website available within the server. Okay, by using any one browser, you are requesting your home page. Okay, if that page is already available within the server, it will give the response as a HTML file. For example, if that file is not available within the server, what it will do, it will give the error message like error 404, page not found, like that. One error message it will return. See, this is generally happen while we are browsing any any website we are accessing. Okay, for example, I wanted to whatever the data I'm submitting. For example, we have created one web form. I wanted to save that web form data in a database. Okay, instead of uh, for future use, I want to store my data in a database. How you can, for example, just consider you need to install one database. Okay, here in our example, in our reference, we have they given as a MySQL. Okay, this MySQL is a like relational database management system which is used to manage your databases. Okay, this is one server. Okay, MySQL server, which is a RDBMS. RDBMS means it is a relational database management system. Okay, used to manage the databases. Okay, within this MySQL we have databases. Okay, our data is going to store in a databases. Okay, or like within the server we have different databases. Okay, I want to connect to this database by using PHP files. Okay, see how you can, whenever I wanted to store my data in a database, what I will do, I will write some code within by using PHP. Okay, after writing this code, what I will do, I will simply store the data in a databases. Okay, just I will write some code to connect with this server. Okay, I will store my data within this databases. Data is going to store in a database. Okay, whenever I require, sometimes I require the data from the databases also. You know, but at that time what I will do, I will write some code to some databases. Okay, sometimes you can store the data in a database, sometimes you can retrieve the data from the databases also by using PHP files. Okay, we'll write some code to connect with this server. Then if I want to store the data in a database, I will write some code to like save the data in a database. Whenever required, I want to retrieve the data from the database. For that also, I will write some code to retrieve the data from the database. Okay, this is actually done by using PHP. Okay, in the first unit, I given one question, right? AMP module. I said, right? AMP here it is. A for here Apache. Okay, P for PHP. Okay, M for MySQL. Okay, these three work together. Okay, will give the that AMP module. Okay, if the three work together, we can like develop our websites very efficiently. Okay, we can store our data in a databases. Okay, then we can process the data by using PHP files. Okay, a total website we are like hosting in a one web server. Okay, this is the Apache web server which we have installed in our computer. Okay, then first what we will do, actually in databases, our data is going to store in the form of tables. Okay, this is what within this MySQL server. Okay, this is one database and this is one database. Okay, what I said, data is going to store in a databases in the form of tables. Okay, table means it has some rows and columns. Okay, for example, consider this is one database. For example, this is one like db1. Within this MySQL server, I have one database db1. within this DB1, I can create one table. Okay, table. Within this table, I can store my data in the form of rows and columns. Okay, for example, consider one company is there. The company wants to store their employees' data in a database. Okay, what that employee generally have: employee ID, employee name, employee salary, employee address, like that. Some related information I'm going to store in this database in the form of tables. Okay, here simple. MySQL server consists some databases. Okay, within the databases, we will store our data in the form of tables. Okay, table consists rows and columns. Okay, to create this database, we use some statements. Okay, for that, first what you need to do? First, you need to install this MySQL in your computer. Okay, we install Apache, right? Okay, in the same way, MySQL also is a free software, open source software. You can download from the internet and you can install in your computer. Okay, after installing this MySQL, then you can connect with your MySQL and you can create a database, and then you can create tables. Okay, different commands you can perform on this database. Okay, what I will do now, just I will show like actually I have already installed this MySQL in my computer. Okay, while installing this XAMPP, okay, in the initial classes I have installed one server, that is XAMPP. It includes all the softwares like Apache, MySQL, PHP, and Pedal. Okay, just just open this MySQL, sorry, XAMPP control panel. I want to use this MySQL server. Okay, to use this MySQL server, just start your server. Okay, if I click on this start, now your server is started. MySQL server is started. Okay, if you require to start your Apache server also, you can start from here. Okay, just click on this Apache. Now it is going to start. Okay, as of now, here I required only MySQL only, because I'm going to like do some operations within this MySQL server. Okay, what I will do first, I will connect to server. Okay, just first I will connect to the server. How I can connect, I will show. Then after connecting to the server, I will create one database. Means this one. First I will connect to the server. Then I will create one database. Okay. After creating the database, what I will do? I will select that database. Okay. In the server, many databases you can. You can create many databases. In which database you are going to do processes, you can just select the database. After selecting the database, you can create table. Okay, suppose that I'm going to store student information in the database. What I will do, first I will create one table, student table. Okay, then I will store my data within that table in the form of rows and columns. Okay, then if you want to go like modify any rows and columns, you can alter the table. Okay, for example, if you don't want the table, you can delete. Okay, all these operations we will do one by one. First I will connect to this server first. Okay, is it clear? Are you able to understand the concept? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Anuradha, Anusha, Anjali. Okay, simple. Just I'm going to connect with the MySQL server first. Then I will process some operations like creating database. Okay, selecting database, create table. All the operations I will do one by one. Okay. See, here I have just started my server, MySQL server. It is in start position. Okay. Actually, where my server is installed within my local list.
Your voice is not clear.
Voice is not clear. Everyone having the same problem. All are having the same problem. Is it
No,
okay?
sir, it's clear.
I can hear, sir.
Okay, okay,
I think it's an internet problem.
okay. Mute yourself, okay, because it's getting disturbance. Okay, I'm muting from my side. Okay, if you have any doubt, just unmute and just ask me. Okay. Okay. Actually, where my like server is installed within my local list, see here you can see XAMPP folder. Okay, within that XAMPP, okay, while installing a XAMPP, it includes all the softwares like Apache, okay, MySQL, PHP, okay. So these are all the softwares. By default, it will come while installing XAMPP only. Okay, what I'm going to do, just I'm going to work with MySQL, okay. Within the XAMPP MySQL, okay, there you can go to bin folder, okay. Just I'm opening this by using command prompt. Okay, I'm going to connect with the server, okay, using command prompt. Okay, see here just you need to write MySQL. Okay, just write MySQL. Okay, space. You need to give username. Okay, username of this server, that is by default while installing it will come root as your username. Okay, and you need to mention password also. Okay, by using username and password I'm going to log in into this MySQL server. Okay, see by default while installing it will come password as empty. Okay, it won't take any password. If you want to set your password also you can set. Okay, if you set your password you need to give your password here, otherwise just enter. Okay, it will ask your password. Okay, if you already set some password, just type that password here or else just enter. Okay, see now you can see you are entered into your server location. Okay, within your MySQL server, just I have entered into my server location. Okay, within that MySQL you can see in this diagram. You can see in this diagram, this is the server. Okay, within that server, you have many databases. Okay, this is the DB1, DB2, DB3, like that. There are many databases which server consists. Okay, to show, to see that all the data, what are the databases that are present within that server, you can just use one statement or syntax, that is show databases. Okay, this is the syntax to see your all the databases which are present in your MySQL server. Simple, show databases. Okay, just enter. Okay, now you can see databases which are already available within my MySQL server, like college, file management, okay, login system, MySQL, okay, some school management, test web, some different databases which are available in my MySQL server. Okay, see, I don't want to use these databases. If you observe here, okay, what I did now, just I have connected to my server. Okay, by mentioning username here, username is root and password is empty. By using this username and password, just I have connected to the server. Okay, after connecting to the server, you can create a database. Okay, see, for example, I want to store my student information in a single database. Okay, specific database. So what I will do, just I will create one database. Okay, to create any database, we have simple statement, create database. This is the syntax, create database. Is the syntax. You need to give database name. Okay, here just I'm giving database name as ECE. Okay, within that ECE database, I'm going to store my student information. Okay, just enter. Okay, now you can see one row is affected. Query, okay, one row affected means it is executed successfully. Okay, if you want to see whether my database is created or not, Okay, how you can see the previous, what I did, just I used show databases. Show databases means it is showing all the databases, right? Okay, to see your database, just use the same statement, show databases. Okay, now you can see here your database is created. EC. Now you are able to see your database here, right? Means your database is created in my server. Okay, then after creating your database, okay, here just I have created one database. Here created a database, that is ECE I created. Okay, then after creating your database, what you need to do, you need to select your database. Okay, what is the need of selecting the database here? It is, see here there are many databases. Okay, I want to use only specific database. Within that database only I want to store my information. Okay, how you will just use the statement, which database you are going to use, that just use EC. Okay, this is the syntax to select your database. Okay, see, I'm not doing the operations by using PHP. Just I'm directly like connected to the MySQL server. Just I'm interacting by using command prompt. Okay, after doing these all these process, then after we will connect to using PHP. Then we will process same things. Okay, I will do that later. But as of now, just remember, okay, how I am going to like interact with my databases, MySQL server. Okay, here to select your database, just use the statement use EC. Okay, just click on enter. Okay, now you can see database changed. Okay, database change means now previously it is none, no database is selected. Now you can see EC is selected, means you are in your ECE database. Okay, if you see this diagram, okay, within this server I have created one database. Consider this is EC. Okay, this is one database EC. Okay, this is database I have created. Okay, then I have selected this database. Okay, after selecting this database, what you can do, you can create tables within this database. Okay, what is the use of creating the database? Actually, in databases, data is stored in the form of tables. Means it has some rows and columns. Okay, then I'm going to create. Here I have selected the database, right? Now you are in ECE database. Okay. Now you can create table. Okay. After selecting your database, you can create a table. Okay. See, to create your table, just a second. Okay, just anyone just take one snap. Okay, because they are asking the participant list. Okay. Or meanwhile, just take one snap. Okay, see, after selecting your database, then you can create your table. Okay, for example, I'm going to create one table, that is student table. Okay, student having some rows, some columns like roll number, name and marks. These three columns I'm going to take. Okay, then how you can create? Simple statement, create table. Okay, create table is the syntax. You need to give table name. Here I'm giving the table name as student. Okay, to create any table, the syntax is create table, table name. Here table name is student. Okay, then what are the columns you require that you need to mention within the parentheses? Okay, for example, I required roll number or all ticket number. Okay, roll number first column I require. Okay, rule number I'm like accepting as a like varchar. Okay, I will tell what is this varchar. Okay, varchar just size I'm taking 20. Okay, here varchar is a data type. Okay, for example, if you consider any other languages, for example, I want to store some integer value. What you will do, you will just declare the variable as int, right, into some data. Okay, in the same way here, okay, in the same way here, we will mention the type of the data as varchar. Okay, character, some it will take some variable length of characters. Okay, then I'm going to take a name of the student. Okay, name also I am accessing varchar only. Okay, varchar of some 20 size I am taking, and then I require marks of the student. Okay, one more column, marks. Okay, marks of any subject. Okay, consider. Okay, this I am going to take as a integer value. Okay, here int is, you can observe here int, int you need to mention. Okay, here you can mention size also. Okay, in this way you need to give the what are the columns you require. Those columns you need to mention within this parenthesis. Just close this parenthesis. Okay, here it is started rule number 1 column, it is varchar type. One name column, it is also varchar type. Marks column, it is integer type. Okay, just close it and enter. Okay, now you can see for okay, 0 rows affected. Okay, means that just I have just created one table within the database. In which database it is created? In ECE database. Okay, if you want to see what are the tables which are present within this database, just use the statement show tables. Okay, to see the databases we use show databases. Here to see what are the like tables which are present within this database, just use show tables. Okay, enter. You can see tables in EC means it is one database. Then one table you can see student table. Okay, the student table is just now we have created. Okay, means by using create table statement. Okay, create table name here student. Okay, just passing the columns. Okay, it will create one table. Okay, now you can see the student table. For example, like now what you can do, you can insert some data into the table. Okay, see here, just I have created the table. Okay, by using create statement. Okay, then if you want to change any like columns, for example, here one column is there, rule number. Okay, I don't want to access it as a varchar. I want to access it as a like a number integer value. Okay, what you can do, you can alter that table. Okay, altering, for example, if you see what are the data types which you have used here, if you want to see this one, just use the statement sorry everyone, actually it is disconnected and connected. Now are you able to hear my voice? Anyone? Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Actually it is disconnected and connected. Okay, like yeah, if you wanted to actually here I created one table. Okay, it has some rows and some columns, right? Column names I have given. To see which columns and which data types I have mentioned here, we have statement describe like table the table name. Okay, table name here it is student. Okay. Okay, yeah, describe student only. The table name directly you need to give. Okay, now you can see here. Okay, these are the fields. Fields means here the columns: roll number, name, marks, and the type of the these columns. This one is the varchar, and this one is the varchar, and marks is the int. Okay, these are the by default it will come. Okay, if you want to change the, for example, I don't want to accept this rule number as a varchar. I want to change it to like integer type. Okay, what you will do, you can alter this one. Alter means you can modify your table structure. Okay, if you can see here, or like, yeah, okay, you can modify, or you can like add one more attribute also. For example, I want to add like roll number, name, and branch I wanted to add. Okay, how you can, only three rows columns are there, right? I want to add one more column. How you can alter, just you can see the syntax here, alter table, table name. You can add is a like syntax, attribute name, and data type. Okay, you can see alter table, table name here it is student, right? Student. Okay, I'm going to add one more column, that is branch. Okay, branch I'm adding. This branch I'm like accepting as a varchar. Okay, varchar of some 20 I'm taking. Okay, then enter. Okay, now like query, okay, 0 rows affected. If you want to see whether it is added or not, you can just describe that student. Okay, now you can see here it is added. Branch is added, right? It is varchar type. Okay, in this way you can alter your table. Okay, if you don't want this like column also, you can use drop statement. Okay, here drop means I don't want that table in my database. Just use drop is the syntax, drop table name. It will directly delete that table from your database. For example, if I use drop table student, if I give like this, if I give like this, the student table will going to delete from my database. Okay, I'm not going to do that thing. Okay, I'm going to use one more statement. Okay, after creating your table, you can insert some data into the table. Okay, for example, I want to insert the first roll number and the name of that person and marks of that person and branch of that person. Okay, then after you can see the data which is available within the table. Okay, to see the data we have one statement that select a star from table name. Okay, this is the statement to see the data which is available within the table. Okay, if I click on this enter, you can see empty set. Empty set means present, there is no data within the student table. Okay, for that what I'm going to do, I'm just inserting one row into the table. Okay, for that we have one syntax, that is insert into which table, into which table you are going to insert, that is student. Or you can have the roll number. Okay, one more name and marks, and one more branch also there. Okay, these are the columns which are present within the student. Okay, I'm going to insert values. Okay, you need to give the syntax as values. Okay, if it is a varchar, you need to give it as a within the single quote. I'm going to give first roll number 001. Okay, If it is a name, I'm going to give, okay, one name. Okay, if it is varchar, we need to give it in a single quote. Okay, for marks I'm just giving